Pull investments from companies not committed to environment, Pope says.
Here's a summary of the article.
2-minute read, Vatican City, Pope Francis on Saturday urged people to pull investments from companies that are not committed to protecting the environment, adding his voice to calls for the economic model that emerges from the coronavirus pandemic to be a sustainable one. Francis spoke in a video message for an online event called Countdown Global Launch, a call to action on climate change. The Pope listed 3 action points: better education about the environment, sustainable agriculture and access to clean water, and a transition away from fossil fuels. One way to encourage this change is to lead companies towards the urgent need to commit to the integral care of our common home, excluding from investments companies that do not meet parameters, and rewarding those that, he said. He said the pandemic had made the need to address the climate crisis and related social problems even more pressing. In June, a Vatican document urged Catholics to disinvest from the armaments and fossil fuel industries and to monitor companies in sectors such as mining for possible damage to the environment. Other speakers and activists at the online event included actress Jane Fonda, Britain's Prince William, former US Vice President Al Gore, and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen.
This post received a score of 7,800, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The free market doesn't give a shit. Regulations are the only way.
Even Catholics don't give a shit. Sometimes I think it's absolutely rich when the Catholic Church comments on something. The Vatican and the Organization of Catholic Churches around the world have a huge amount of wealth inherited from the Middle Ages when it immensely powerful. And they still maintain a vast network of investment corporations and valuable properties around the world. I'm pretty sure the Vatican might need to take a closer look at its own wealth first and where it all comes from and how they are investing right now.
The Catholic Church owns 10% of the hospitals in the world, making them the biggest non-government healthcare provider in the world.
I had heard 25%.
Is the Church perfect? Far from it, but this is a step in the right direction. Emo. And the Pope certainly still has sway over many people around the world.
This is the best Pope in my lifetime.
He's really trying. He's the third I've had in my lifetime, but he seems, and again keyword is seems, like he sort of understands issues a little better than some other leaders. He does seem to connect to people a lot more, it also seems.
What's wrong with what he's saying? It's a step in the positive direction. I like what he's saying. I'd like it a lot more if it wasn't just to cast the Church in a positive light while doing absolutely nothing about that pedophile safe haven.
Expanding the pedophile safe haven could be considered doing something. I'm not sure why people think it's inappropriate to bring this up. It should be brought up in every thread having anything to do with the Vatican. This is not a thing of the past, it's happening right now. The Pope is eventually gonna say something left of me if he keeps this up. I would have no complaints if he did. Quick, say that all capitalist companies needs to be converted to worker cooperatives.
I'm not a lover of the Pope and all things. But this I agree with.
What about companies not committed to birth control options? Like the Catholic Church?
Does that include the Church? Considering the Vatican has sold off almost all of their investments in big oil during the past year, I'd say yeah.
In a thread about saving the environment, lots of "fat about the Church" comments are littered here, like previous similar threads. Either the billionaires have their social media warriors all over Reddit, or a lot of people are just goddamn bloody stupid.
Doesn't overpopulation contribute adversely to environment? Maybe Church can start promoting contraceptives to help in that.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.